What's up, guys? This is Rockhopper Production bringing you a very own video tutorial on how to make your very own intro in Cinema 4D. So, let's get into the cube objects first. Let's add our background. Now, the bigger your animation is going to be, you're always going to want to add a really big background so it could kind of look better and it could not look like the background. Because if we render this out right now, it's going to have black in the background. And you really don't want. So let's add another plane and let's change the orientation. Now that you have your both backgrounds, you could add a material tool. So let's add a new material. Let's go to color and bring it really up. So let's add that material to both of them. And now let's get to text. Text is fairly simple. It's a one-step to two-step process. You could really master this in a few days and you could really manage your text really easy. Okay, so now that we have Rockhopper Productions, you see that it's not 3D yet. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make it 3D. So, how do you make it 3D? Well, sorry. How do you make it 3D? You basically tell Cinema 4D that it's text and that it's supposed to be a 3D object. So, let's add an extrude NURBS, drag the text up to extrude NURBS with the arrow facing down. And now as you see, it is a 3D object. So you're also going to want to resize the bottom because the text does get bigger. So if you want, you could make this bigger, like you just make this 60. Now I'm going to show you a little trick. You copy and paste it, and with your second with your second text, as you see now I have two pieces of text right here. You could basically make it look much better. You can make it look like a professional Cinema 4D animation. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get your second text and go to object. Resize that to 30 or half of what your original text is. So now that you have your basic little setup, you could now add materials to it. Now, before you add any materials to it, you're gonna want to go to caps, fillet cap, and then end fillet cap too. And now you add your material. So for the back, let's add a really pitch black. And for the top, let's add a green. Now as you see, you could drag that out. You could add it. So when you bring it out, it's going to kind of look like if it's carved out. And it's two materials at once. Now, if your material does not fit, you could always go back to the object and resize this down. Add this to 50 or 30 and resize it. Now we're not going to spend too many time with this since I'm kind of in a hurry. So now all we have to do is just add a simple animation. And first what you're going to want to do is you're going to add a camera. And as you see, this is kind of like the view that your camera will be seeing. This is your camera back there. But this is not quite what your final animation is going to be like. So to see what your final animation is going to be like, go to use camera and go to camera. Now you can move this around, zoom in, but in my case, all we're going to do is just make a simple little animation. So select the circle with the arrows, which is automatic keyframe, and a red little rectangle would appear around your Cinema 4D project. And what this means is now you have automatic keyframing, and now you can make your animation. So our keyframe, this is our whole timeline. To make the first key, go to 5, move it, and keyframe it. When it's keyframed, you'll see this little bluish square, and that will tell you that it's keyframed. Just continue that. You could zoom out, and a final thing is now we're gonna learn how to make it look like a studio. Now, to make it look like a studio, you're gonna want to go to plane again, bring it up, move that, and you're gonna want to resize this. So now with everything down, you just want the material. As you see, now that I have the final animation, you can now add a material. So you're gonna want to remove that final animation, but for some reason it's not. Oh, there you go. So basically, this is your setup now. Zoom in that, and now you're gonna just want to play. That's your basic animation. Now it starts from 0 and it moves up. Thank you for watching. This is Rockhopper Productions. Have a nice Cinema 4D project. To go in more depth and advanced tutorials, click on my channel and you'll see more. Please subscribe, hit a like, and favorite this video. Next time, this is Rockhopper Productions signing out.